600 pages, 20 minutes, 15 slides. That's not a typo. That's the actual math from this morning. My boss handed me a 600-page industry report at 8 a.m. I wanted a board-ready deck by noon. I uploaded it to Manus, walked away, made coffee, and came back. The deck was waiting for me. 15 slides, real charts, speaker notes, sources cited, done. If you're still building decks the old way in 2026, pulling charts manually, writing speaker notes line by line, formatting slides at midnight, wait. There's one thing I checked that flips the whole math on this. You need to see this before you spend another weekend on slides. But before I show you the number, real quick, you need to understand what you're actually getting. Because this isn't just a template-based slide tool. This is something else entirely. And once you see how it works, you can't go back to doing this manually. Most AI slide tools do one thing. You give them bullet points, they format it into slides. Maybe they grab a stock image, maybe they pick a color scheme. That's the whole offering. You're still doing the research, you're still pulling the data, you're still writing every word. Manus doesn't work like that. When I uploaded that 600-page report, the first thing it did wasn't generate slides. I read the report, the whole thing, cover to cover, pulled out the data, identified the trends, mapped the narrative arc the deck would need to follow. Then it built me real charts, not generic bar graphs with placeholder numbers. Data visualizations drawn from the tables in the report. Slide 6 is a competitive map with 4 quadrants and real company names positioned by real data. Slide 9 is a forecast with cited sources at the bottom. Slide 12 breaks down market segments with charts closely aligned with the source document. That's the part that should already feel different, but that's not even the thing I want to show you. Here's what they don't tell you in any other AI slide demo. Watch what happens when I scroll down past slide 1. It doesn't say discuss the key points. It doesn't say introduce the topic. That's what most slide tools call speaker notes placeholder text. Manus gives me actual talking points, transition phrases between slides, suggested questions the audience might ask, with answers ready underneath. The notes for slide 6 literally say, we can't just buy more chips. We need to find the power to run them. That's not AI filler. That's a boardroom line. A CTO would say that. And it goes further. Look at this. What about building our own power generation? That's an anticipated audience question, with an answer ready underneath. The deck thought ahead to what the room might push back on. That's not a slide deck. That's a presentation coach, built into every page. Hand this to anyone on your team and they can walk into a board meeting and present it without prep. If that just hit you the way it hit me the first time, drop a what in the comments. I want to know I'm not the only one. So that was a research-heavy report. Big document, lots of text, lots of data. The kind of input where Manus has plenty of source material to work with. But that opens up an obvious question. What about when the input isn't a document? What about when it's just numbers? Raw data. A spreadsheet with hundreds of rows and no context to explain any of it? That's where most slide tools completely fall apart. Watch this. I dropped a CSV file into Manus, about 800 rows. Sales data from the last 12 months. Products, regions, dates, revenue. No notes, no explanation, just the numbers. New prompt. Analyze this. Find the patterns. Build me a business intelligence deck with the key insights plus market context from the web. Hit enter. Manus does 2 things at once now. On one side, it's running through the data, best-selling products, seasonal patterns, underperforming regions, demand forecasts. On the other side, it's searching the web, pulling industry reports, checking what competitors are doing, finding the macro trends shaping my market. 15 minutes later, I have a deck. First half, my data, visualized, real charts, trend lines, region heat maps. Second half, the external context, where my numbers sit relative to the industry, what the next quarter likely looks like. Strategic moves the data suggests. That's not a chart wrapper. That's the kind of analysis that used to take a full week, done in one prompt. Now here's the part I really want you to pay attention to, because everything I've shown you so far is one prompt, one deck. Useful, sure, but that's not how I actually use this every day. The way I actually use it, the thing that completely changed my workflow, is this. I taught Manus my brand once, and now I never have to teach it again. Watch this, new prompt. Save my brand identity, color palette, deep navy and warm cream. Tone, confident, plain English, no jargon, logo placement, bottom right, fonts, enter for headings, source serif for body. Save this as a skill called my brand deck style. Saved. Now anytime I need a deck, I run this. Build a pitch deck for Acme Industries. Use my brand deck style. Research their company first. Tailor the value proposition to their industry. That's it. One sentence. Manus pulls my brand. Research the client. Writes a deck that looks like me, sounds like me, positioned for them. I tested it across 20 different prospect names. 20 fully customized pitch decks. Each one researched, each one tailored, each one on brand, in about an hour. 20 decks, 1 hour, one sentence per deck. Let me show you what that actually replaces. A pitch deck from a freelance designer runs you $1,000, 2 weeks of back and forth, and that's one deck. Want 20? You're paying $20,000 and waiting 2 months. Or you're hiring an in-house team, researcher, designer, copywriter, 3 people, full-time salaries plus benefits. Manus did 20 in an hour with one saved skill from a single account. The per deck cost, roughly the price of a coffee, not $1,000. That's not me being dramatic. That's the actual math. Sit with that for a second. This used to require coordinating a researcher, a designer, and a copywriter, or one freelancer billing you $1,000 per deck. Either way, 2 weeks of back and forth before you saw a final draft. And even then, you'd get one deck. If you needed 20, you started over 20 times. Now, one skill saved once. 20 decks in an hour. Fully on brand, fully researched, fully editable. You can export every one of them straight to PowerPoint, Google Slides, or PDF. Click once. No broken formatting, no layout shifts. Send. That's the shift. That's what people mean when they say AI is going to change knowledge work. Not the chatbot. This. If this is the first time you're really getting it, hit the like button. It helps more people find this and have the same moment you just had. So you'd think this is the climax of the video. 600-page reports, summarized, raw data, visualized, 20 branded decks in an hour. What else is there? That's exactly what I thought too, until I tested one more thing. Real quick, in case you missed it. In part 1, I gave Manus access to my entire Windows machine. It cleaned up thousands of files in minutes, sorted my desktop, renamed my invoices automatically, organized my downloads folder that I hadn't touched in 2 years. And right at the end of that video, I told you I gave it one more thing, and I never said what. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, links on screen. Go watch it after this. The cleanup demo alone is worth it. But here's the thing, part 1 was just files, part 2 was just decks. What I'm about to tell you about part 3 is something entirely different. Across 2 videos, you've now seen Manus do 2 huge things. Part 1 organized my entire computer. Part 2 just handled what used to be a full creative team's workload for me. And I keep saying this is just the surface. Every YouTuber says that, I know. But stay with me for 30 seconds. There's one thing I've been holding back on purpose. I wanted to test it properly first. When I did, I canceled 3 software subscriptions the same afternoon. Haven't paid for a single tool in that category since. I'm not telling you which category yet. That's part 3. But here's what I will tell you. It's not files. It's not decks. It's not anything you've seen Manus do in the first 2 videos. It's a completely new layer. Picture this. You sit down at your computer in the morning. You don't open an app. You don't write a prompt. You just talk. And by the time you finish your sentence, 3 things have already happened on 3 different platforms, and one of them is something you didn't even ask for, but you needed. That's part 3. That's the one you actually can't miss. One last thing before you go. The biggest factor in how good your Manus deck turns out isn't the prompt length. It's what you upload with it. If you give Manus a 1-line prompt and no source material, you get a generic deck. If you give it the same prompt plus a PDF of your last brand presentation, your past investor decks, or even just a well-written page about your company, the output is night and day different. The richer the input, the more you the output looks. Most people skip this. They prompt and pray. Don't be like most people. So drop a comment. What's the longest document you've ever had to turn into a presentation? The most painful deck you ever built manually? The best answer gets pinned. And the one with the wildest example, I'll actually rebuild it live in a future video using Manus. Start to finish. On camera. Also, take your guess at part 3. What 3 subscriptions do you think I canceled? I'm reading every single one. Hit subscribe so you don't miss part 3 when it drops. See you in the next one.